Hi and welcome to Mountains for Everybody YouTube channel. Today I want to say something about my Merrell Moab shoes. But this is not a review. Actually, I want to show you how they look from inside. But before I come to this, to tell you that these are probably the most popular shoes of all times. I have seen some claims that this brand and these shoes were sold in 27 million pairs. I wanted to check this with the Grok, and it gave me an estimate between 17 and 23 million pairs. So as you see, in any case, this is a big number. I wanted to compare with some other shoes and boots and asked Grok about, for example, Lowa Renegade, which is one pair that I also had, incredibly popular. And I got the number that was up to 1 million. Then another popular pair from Salomon, around 500,000 or so. So you see, these shoes are incredibly popular. The name Moab means mother of all boots, but actually these are shoes and they make them most of the time as low-cut shoes. There are a few mid-cut that could be called boots, but in principle these are always shoes. About my own history with these shoes, the model was launched somewhere in 2006 or 2007, according to Grok. And my first pair was probably in 2008, as far as I remember. So the first two pairs that I bought were ventilator type, which means without Gore-Tex membrane. But this third pair actually comes with Gore-Tex membrane, and there is a plate here on the boot, on the shoe, which suggests that you have a waterproof shoes. These are actually very old. I have been using them for more than 4 years, only for around town use. Only once I was with them in the mountains, so I didn't buy them to use as hiking shoes, but when I used them on that single occasion, I realized that traction was not really great. I have many pairs of shoes and boots for mountaineering and for hiking, so again, these are not the shoes that I use for hiking. But I love them, otherwise I wouldn't buy 3 pairs, one after another. Now, when I bought them, it was 4 or 5 years ago, I mean these last pair. They were probably waterproof, but this didn't last long. And this is my usual experience with such shoes and boots. Even when they have Gore-Tex membrane, they fail rather quickly. I cannot say really how quickly this was with these Merrell Moab, because it was long ago. But they are definitely not waterproof now after 4 or 5 years, and I have no problem with that. I love them, they are incredibly comfortable, and I would always buy them again. So this is about the introduction, but I've always wanted to see what's inside. And I can tell you now what's inside. So you see what I have done? I cut through. So these are 2 halves of one shoe, and now I can show you what it has. So I cut through them, and now you can see how they look from inside. And let me now show you what you really have. I shall start from the sole, from the bottom, where you have on the outside these gray and black rubber parts. You see also here in the cross section, this gray is softer and black is much harder. But what surprised me is that there is this segment of some hard plastic here. I didn't expect it, I didn't know what was inside when I was cutting. It was really hard to cut, and you see this is some sort of hard plastic. Perhaps you can see a bit more now. In my Mammoth Sapien boots, I'm supposed to have metal plate inside. One day I shall cut them through and you will see. But I was mainly interested in the Gore-Tex membrane, and it seems this is it. You see how it looks. So this is fabric that goes everywhere around. It seems on the bottom as well. And as I said, this is a fabric, rather strong, and my guess is that Gore-Tex membrane is bonded to it. So on the underside you have this black fabric. So it seems that these two are now bonded. I cannot say if membrane is between the white and the black fabric, or I cannot really say if this white is membrane, but this doesn't look like membrane to me. As far as I know, Gore-Tex membrane is elastic and stretchy, and this fabric is quite stiff. So why such shoes and boots become non-waterproof? From my own experience, I know that this most of the time starts here in the area where creases are created. So my guess is that when you walk and break in the shoes and boots, creases are created on the outer layer, but perhaps also on the inner layer. Now I don't see this here, nothing suspicious, you see, and I cannot say why they are not waterproof. I mean now after 4 or 5 years, but indeed they are not. And to show you also this tongue, again cut through it, there are two types of foam here, and then the fabric with Gore-Tex membrane goes around it, and it connects all the way around the foot, and it goes to the bottom as well. And you can see it also here on the rear side, on the heel. This is this Gore-Tex layer all the time. Another detail, perhaps interesting to show, here on the heel there is again this part which is dark layer, and then a hole in the heel area, just empty chamber. So I think this is it. I would conclude here. You will have a link in the description of this video to my site with the review of these shoes, and also there is another video which I recorded earlier about traction of these shoes. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you find this useful, give me a like. This will help a bit to grow my channel. Till next time.